Hey guys, so today I'm here with my August wrap-up. I managed to read 12 books in the month of August, which is really good. Most of it was done during Booktubeathon. I didn't actually read a ton outside of Booktubeathon, but I got a lot done during Booktubeathon. So let's go ahead and get started. The first book I read in August was A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall. This is a love story, and what's interesting about it is you never actually read from the perspective of the two characters. You read from all the side characters and see how they feel about it. And it was really cute. It was really well done, I thought. It was really short, so I got through it pretty quickly, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The next 7 books I read were for Booktubeathon, and I have a separate wrap-up for that, so I will go ahead and link it on the screen. And I'm not going to get into what I thought about it. I'm just going to go through the books I read and give you my rating. If you're interested in how I felt about it, you can go check out that wrap-up. The first book I read for Booktubeathon was Starling by Fiona Paul, and I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. And then I read Looking for Alaska by John Green, which I gave 4 out of 5 stars. All the Truth That's in Me by Julie Berry, which I also gave 4 out of 5 stars. Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer, which I did not rate. Finding Cinderella by Colleen Hoover, which I gave 4.25 out of 5 stars. Hello, I Love You by Katie M. Stout, which I gave 4.5 out of 5 stars. And finally, Where She Went by Gail Foreman, which I gave 5 out of 5 stars. So after Booktubeathon, I picked up Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the sequel to Throne of Glass, and I was not the biggest fan of Throne of Glass. I read it last August or September, I think, sometime. And I only gave it 3 out of 5 stars, but this one was much better. I enjoyed the characters a lot more, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, and I can't wait to continue the series. The next book I read was Never, Always, Sometimes by Adi Al-Said. I actually went to a book signing and got to meet Adi, signed it. And this book is about 2 characters named Dave and Julia, and they're best friends, and their freshman year of high school they made up this list of cliches, which were basically things that they were not going to do in high school, like cliche things that everyone does. But then at the end of senior year, they have senioritis, and they're looking for just something to do. And so they decide to just go through the list of cliches and do them all. It was pretty good. I have to say I was a little disappointed in it. It started out really strong, and I was really loving it, but then it kind of just went downhill as the story went on. And I feel like I liked it about as much as his other one, Let's Get Lost, which I read last year. And overall, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. The next book I read was Blood Promise by Rochelle Mead. This is the 4th book in the Vampire Academy series, and I enjoyed it quite a lot. I thought the middle part was rather slow. I was really liking it at the beginning and at the end, but the middle just got kind of slow. It wasn't my favorite. It might be my least favorite. I'm not sure. I ended up giving it a 4 out of 5 stars, though. And I can't wait to continue the series because I really want to know what happens. And the last book I read in August was Every Last Word by Tamara Ireland Stone. This is about a girl named Sam who has OCD, and she has a form of OCD known as pure obsessional OCD, where she focuses more on obsessions rather than on the compulsions. And it was really good. I have never read a book about a character with OCD, except I did read Say What You Will, but that wasn't the main focus of it. But this was the main focus of it, and she's also one of the popular girls, so she has to hide it from all her friends. And then one day she meets a girl named Caroline who shows her this poetry club. It meets in the basement of their school, and she gets to know all the people in it. And it was a really good book. I think I had a little bit too high of expectations because it's been getting a lot of hype. But I did enjoy it nonetheless, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So that's all the books I read in August. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye!